Hi guys, how y'all doing? Great things are going on, and we got to stay encouraged. I want to get on here right quick and let y'all know that I was out a couple of days ago. I've been shut in right now, going through this thing with the Lord, but and I ran across uh, over at Home Depot. I was looking for one thing, but I ran into something else. They have their vegetable slips out for the fall. So, guys, my advice is some of the things you may want, they're gonna go fast. Trust me, I know because I was looking for a specific thing. I like to get a slack of the collard greens that are already grown, while my others are growing, and I'll be uppotting them soon. But I like to get like six of them and plant them off so while they can grow. But guys, I was looking for them the other day and they didn't have any. So people are really buying those slips and they are planting their gardens. I saw a man on that same day, he was in the backyard tilling up a spot to put him some stuff in the ground. And everybody needs to be doing it. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I've been doing it for a while, but that's because the Lord had already told me to. So guys, it doesn't matter whether you stay in an apartment, you have a balcony. You have a balcony or you got a little piece of property back there along with that apartment that you can go out there and throw some seeds, throw something, grow something. Because as I was telling y'all the other day, olive oil, $32 for the jug I usually get, $32. So, and if you look at the prices in the store, the prices are not the way they were. Prices are going up. They are going to continue to go up. And as I told you guys, get you some seeds, put something in the ground, let it grow. Once you feel that you picked everything off of that you need, you save one of the plants and let it go to seed. And you will automatically get seeds for next year. So if you didn't buy seeds or if you didn't buy a lot, what you plant, you just let it go to seed. Um, what else? What else? And their fruit trees. They are bringing different types of fruit trees here now because back a couple of years ago, all they had were the lemon, the lime tree, the raspberry bushes, and the blueberry bushes. Now you have passion fruit, you have guava, you have papaya, you have olive trees, you have uh occasionally you will see a persimmon tree, but now they got persimmon trees everywhere. What else? What was the other? Oh, tangerine, grapefruit, and orange trees. They have started putting out now. So guys, somebody knows something going on because as long as I've been living in the state of Alabama and I've been gardening, I have uh never ran across orange, grapefruit, or guava, or papaya, or olive tree, and what else? I never ran across those trees ever. Oh my God, good, good. Your company is on, it's on board. It's on board now. It's when it's I'm telling you, as it starts, it may start off small, but oh my God, it's gonna be a big old thing. Oh my God. You start breaking those leaves off when it gets bigger. Break them off and rinse them off, dry them good, chop them up, or let them hang and dry for a day to make sure they're dry. Then chop them up. Uh, Put them in a jar, whatever kind of jar you got that has a lid. If you got an old pickle jar that you're not saving your pickle juice to drink for your stomach, wash it out, chop up that comfrey, put it in there, fill it up with olive oil, and punch around in there to get the bubbles out of it and put the lid on it and put it in a dark, dry place for 4 to 6 weeks. And then you're on your way to making your comfrey salve. Make sure you get you some beeswax. I bought the log and I just cut, you know, get into why you put an ounce of it in your comfrey oil. Once if you got it mixed, got it made, it's set for the 4 to 6 weeks. And when you strain it, you use cheesecloth, so you want everything out of it. Strain it and put it back on the put it in the pot, put it on the stove, get it warm, put your beeswax in there, stir it around till it melts. Once it's melted fully, pour it in your little jars. Let it sit on the counter until it's set up. And it's amazing to watch it set up. So let it sit up and put your lids on that. You ready to use that stuff? I'll tell you what, I use mine. I swear by it. But I'm excited for you. And guys, please excuse my sniffing. This is the time of year. But guys, like I'm telling you, go and get you some seeds. Go plant you something. This is the fall weather, so you can plant kale, cabbage, Swiss chard, beets, turnip greens, collard green, mustard green, radishes. What else? I can't think. But get that stuff in the ground. Get it in the ground and keep it watered the first week. Make sure you got it water saturated really good so while the roots will start to spread out, and just watch it grow. And as it grows, if it gets big enough for you to go out there and pick some leaves off and cook them, then go and do it. I found some purple top turnip green seeds. And I put some of them boys outside. And I did rutabaga. I can't wait for the rutabagas to grow, because the rutabagas help to dry up diabetes. The rutabaga, you boil it, drink that broth, eat a rutabaga, or cook it in your greens. It's still the same broth as far as I'm concerned. Either way, but really drying up diabetes is all according to eating right, doing right, live right, be right. So, guys, carrots. You can put out carrots. You can put them however you want to put them. You can buy a tub, a bucket, or whatever you want to put them in. I put them in those big tubs that they use at the daycares. Fill it up with dirt and sprinkle them in there, and then put a little dirt on the top. You don't need a lot of dirt on the top of them, but make sure the soil is kind of loose. But just carrots, you just set them and forget them. You won't know they're growing until they start growing. But guys, get something. Go and get some seeds. Go and get some plants. Look at Lowe's. Look at Home Depot. Look at Rural King if you have one. Look at Tractor Supply if y'all got one, wherever you are. But go and get some seed. Go get something to plant. Something so you can start eating nutritious, because we've been eating wrong for years. So now it's time to eat nutritious, and it's never too late. So get those and get some fruit trees. They can stay in their container that you buy them in for 2 years. So mine are still in the container that I bought them in, but my lime tree and my orange tree are full of fruit. So I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to keep them in the garage over the winter, because the garage is it's not heated, but it stays warm in there because we keep the light on for the dog. My dog is a garage dog. Garage and occasionally in the house, because she likes to watch TV, and she has a special spot where she go and lay in the living room on the floor, and she watches TV. So either way it goes, guys, get something, put something somewhere. Prices are not going down. They are going up, and they're going to continue to go up. Now, my question is, when the warehouses that we have gotten all of the food out of those warehouses, and we don't have anywhere else to get any food from, what do you think is going to be on the grocery store shelves? Nothing. Not a thing. There was a point in time they were talking about they were running out of the stuff that they make the cans out of to put the vegetables in. I see your canning jars behind you. What'd you say? I see your canning jars behind. Canning jars, they are becoming scarce, but I got a supply. Sister girl hit the market when they had them stocked up everywhere, but they went up on the prices of them. But I still got some. I'm gonna pick up some more next month. And then plus the ones that we've eaten our food out of, I got some of those too. All I need for those is lids. But guys, make sure get what you need. Get what you need. If you want to just dehydrate your vegetables, get a dehydrator. You can dehydrate potatoes, carrots, peas, corn, apples, oranges, lemons. You can dehydrate anything and then put them in what do you call that thing? The seal meal, the seal bags. I got one of those things. What's it called? Oh my God. It's a sealer, whatever it is. You put the bags in there and it sucks all the air out of it and seals it shut, right? And get you some oxygen absorbers. If you want to dehydrate them and put them inside mason jars, get you some oxygen absorbers to go in there with them. Or get one of those little automatic little sealers that you can buy to sit on the top of it fits on the top of the jar, on top of the lid. And you press that button and it sucks all of the air out and it seals your jar. I got one of those too for the things that I have that have been dehydrated. Just had a hurricane and so many people here weren't. Lord have mercy. I'm going to be praying for them. I've been watching that hurricane. Now, we have been getting, here in Alabama, we've been getting high winds. Very high winds and rain. I had to bring my lime tree in because it was just blowing it all over the patio. So I brought it in. But I'm going to bring the others in too because the wind I have never seen the wind this high. But either way it goes, make sure you stock up on water. Get you something to purify your water, or you can create your own water purifier. What else? Make sure you got toilet paper, paper towels if you use them. Anything you could think of. A way to protect yourself. Get you some mace. Get you a baseball bat. If you're a baseball player, get you a baseball bat. Strike the first blow. But get you some form of taking care of yourself. Because things are going to get worse. But the children of God, you do not have to fear. You need to be prepared. But you don't have to fear because God has not given us a spirit of fear. He gave us power, love, and he gave us a sound mind. We have the mind of Jesus Christ, and we have a sound mind. So we don't have time to get afraid or walk around in fear. We have to prepare. Tell other people they need to prepare. Been crying it for years. Just prepare. Get your stuff together. Get stuff situated. As I said, go out there and get some vegetables. Go get some plants. And they get big. Collard greens will get, oh my God. They'll get about this high from the ground up. They get big, and all you do is you can eat on them for the whole summer or the whole winter. All you do is break off the big leaves and go chop them up and make you a mess of them. You know how your mama used to talk in the day, I won't make a mess of greens today. Go get enough out there for a mess of greens and let the rest of them continue to grow at the top, and they'll keep growing. But if you see them looking like they're getting ready to go to flower, go to seed, snip that part off, and they'll just keep producing. So, guys, we got to do something. We got to keep each other uh, aware of what's going on, because we got a lot going on. We got shootings everywhere. Every time you turn around, somebody done shot somebody. We got the school, people follow suit, just like dominoes. That boy, bless his heart, 14 years old. I've been praying for him. I feel sorry for him. But he shot at the school over in some part of Atlanta, out on the outskirts of Atlanta. And now we've been having things. They've had threats here in Alabama, where I am, and other people, different schools. They've been fighting and stabbing each other and stuff. It's a ripple effect. The enemy starts. And he just keeps on going. That's why we have to continue to pray. We have to continue to intercede. We have to continue to declare and decree and command the day in our children's life, command the day in our life, command how we want the day to go, because the enemy can't do nothing as long as we are on our job, commanding the days like we're supposed to, praying and interceding for those of us that have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, if you don't do anything but pray Psalms 91, that's the most powerful, first I'm concerned. That one and the 23rd Psalm are the most powerful prayers in the Bible to me. In the parents, well, we ain't even gonna shake that stick at the dog, because you know what? He'll bite it. Some of our children, it's a shame, our children raising children and don't know how to raise them because they weren't raised. That's sad. You have to pray for all of them. The whole enchilada, all of it is in this one big ball. And it's going to keep on getting bigger unless we intercede and pray. Unless we intercede and pray. And pray for our young people who have gotten out there and people have introduced them to drugs. Get out there and then they go, well, just try this. And the next thing bam, you hooked. And then once you hooked, you stuck. So pray for those that are on drugs. Pray for the ones that introduce them to them, because God gonna deal with them as well. Because our kids, they're gullible, and they got pray against bullying. The kids are getting bullied every day at schools. And I don't even understand that. There was no such thing as bullying at our school. But if somebody didn't like somebody, we would go down to the church ground and fight. We form a circle. Let them go on up there and duke it out. Next thing you know, next week they over there friend. People don't want to fight now. People want to shoot. And they ain't even old enough to vote. You ain't old enough to drink. You're not old enough to drive. You're not old enough to shoot a gun, but you can get a hold to a gun. And you ain't old enough to drink, but you can get a hold to alcohol at 13, guns at 13. You name it, you can get a hold to it. And I'm just like, how do you get that stuff? We had one gun in the house. Well, two. We had a shotgun, and my daddy had a nickel-plated pistol. Those were the only two guns in the house. But we never did touch them. They could sit them over there in plain sight. And all my mama had to tell us was, you bet not touch it. And it was 9 of us. Neither one of us touched it. That's because we was raised. I mean, I don't test the water. I remember them whoopings we got growing up. So they said don't touch it. That's what they meant. Because if you touched it, you're going to wish you hadn't. But either way it goes, guys, Bonnie has their plants out. I know Home Depot does. I don't know about Lowe's, but they should now. They should have them out. And everything that they usually have out this time of the year, either they didn't grow it or people saw when they first put them out and they went and bought them all. Because like I said, the collard green slips, they was gone. They were gone. They did have, I think I saw Brussels sprout. I think. I'm not going to do Brussels sprout this time. My Brussels sprouts got really big. And when I had that hip surgery, I couldn't go out there like I wanted to. So the bugs took them over. So I just pulled them up. So I'm not even gonna mess with them this year. I love Brussels sprouts. I would plant asparagus, but it takes 3 years before you can even eat the asparagus. It stays in the ground 1 year. And one thing about asparagus though, once you plant it, you're not planning on moving, you're gonna have asparagus for life because it's a God, I want to say it's some kind of like comfrey. It gets this root on it, and it just goes everywhere, and it pops up. It keeps popping up. The potatoes I planted the purple, I planted the Yukon Gold, and I planted the red potatoes. Matter of fact, I got some downstairs in the pantry in a bag. I just tied them up in just an ordinary Walmart bag, and they've gotten their eyes on them. They're starting to put the little sprouty things on them everywhere. So I can't wait. God willing, live nothing happen. Put them out next year. But I think I'm gonna plant a big old raised bed of just potato. All three types: the Idaho, the purple, and the red. And I'm gonna plant those and just let them just do whatever. Once you put the dirt in the bed, you plant the potato seeds on humps. So when you get the raised bed or wherever you're gonna put them, you get the raised bed level with dirt, and then you get other dirt and put it out there, but put it in like 3 rows or however big your raised bed is, and put them in 3 rows of heels straight across, and then start planting your potato eyes in those. Interesting, but they do really good that way. I put them in buckets the year before last. Um, I got to check on my sweet potatoes the 1st of October because they've been in the ground since March. And I leave them out there to the before the frost comes or when the first frost hits. And then I go and dig those up. They be right in time for some sweet potato pies and all that good stuff. But guys, I want to get on here and make this quick because the vegetables are out there, and ain't nobody gonna call and tell you that the vegetable plants are out. They don't put the plants out. Nobody gonna call and tell you why. People are just concerned about themselves, and that's a shame. That's why we are in the shape we are in, because we are only concerned about ourselves. But go and get you some seed. Go get you some buckets. Go get some planters. Create your own planters. All you need is some treated wood. Some of Lowe's has these blocks that have the 4 notches in them. And go and get your wood. Get it cut if you don't want a big garden. Fit the wood in there and it just stands up in a triangle. Get the weed killer. It's a black cloth that goes up under. Lay that down. Put that wood down. Put those blocks down and set it up. Put that dirt in it. Make you some rows and plant you some food. It's just that simple. Put it in an old swimming pool. The children's swimming pool. Don't throw it away. Put some holes in the bottom. It's already got a hole. Just reach. You're going to get rid of it anyway. Put some dirt in that baby and plant you some vegetables. Now, I don't care that much about grass. My son does. Oh, my God. He always sends somebody to treat the grass. And I tell him, you can put that stuff right there. But where you see my garden, don't put that mess near my garden. So I got my raised beds out there. They're along my fence line. And that's where I plant my stuff. Because I can't wait to can some of my winter vegetables. I can some summer ones. But guys, go and get some seeds. Go get seeds. Stock up. Whatever. Learn how to. I'll be glad to. I did a video on making grape jelly. You make all jellies the same. I did the plum jelly. It turned out, oh my God, great. I could sit and eat it all day, but I have to watch my sugar levels. We ain't got no time for no diabetes, no pre-diabetes. We don't have no time for that. So, but it turned out fantastic, fantastic. So I gave my brother 5 jars because there's what, 5 of them, four boys, no 6, and they love it. But make your own jelly. We're going back to the time where you're gonna have to make your own stuff. I mean, your jellies, your bread. You're gonna have to start getting you some the wheat, the wheat flour or the wheat seeds, whatever it is, so you can grind your own meal. I'm looking into that. I'm excited about that. I wasn't back in the day when they was grinding meal, but I don't mind. I'll go out there and get it anyway. Oh yeah, I know whether his dad gave him that gun. That's why he's sitting in jail alone beside him. That's why he facing 4 capital murder charges, felony murder or something he charged with. If you know something's wrong with your child or you suspect it, don't let the enemy put you in denial. Pray for your child, but never put your children around guns if you know something's wrong with them. And I don't understand that. But yeah, they're both going to prison. And the thing about it is they're probably gonna put them in 2 different prisons. They're not gonna put them together at the same one. But anyway, I got a pot of stew downstairs, hearty stew. Uh, I'm working on. I found me a stew pot. Usually those big stock pots are like $40 to $60. I ran across one they had on sale at Walmart for $19.97. I bought it. So I made a. They were giving seeds away at Dollar General for 25 cents. Girl, that was a blessing. That's a blessing. I saw something Walmart had them for 20 cents. But either way it go, I started the big old stock pot. And it was a big pot. Big pot. Let me see. Big pot. And it's about this much room at the top. I left that, but I put everything in there. I always break my dark cabbage leaves off and chop them up and put them in the freezer. I take the leaves off of my celery. Oh yeah, they got celery out, guys. The celery slips. So get you some celery slips. It'll be big enough that you won't have to buy any celery if you're gonna make some dressing for Thanksgiving. It'll be big enough to go out there and break you a couple of stalks off and just let it keep growing. But I always save the leaves and I chop them up and put them in the freezer bag. And so I use some of those in the soup. I put a bag of red onions in, and I got carrots, peas, corn, green beans. I put rice, lentils, and kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans in it. I'm going to eat this evening and go to sleep. But it's smelling really good downstairs. I'm pretty sure the neighbors can smell it. Just don't nobody come knock on the door and ask for nothing. No, I'm just kidding. If somebody did, I would give them some. But anyway, guys, please go and get your seeds. I'm serious. I may be laughing, but I'm serious. Because if y'all like to eat like I do, there's no way in the world I'm not gonna throw some seeds in the ground. It don't matter where. I mean, throw the seeds in the ground over in the corner or whatever. But plant something. People are buying up the plants. They're buying them up. They're doing gardens. They're doing raised beds. They're putting it in buckets. They're putting it in canisters. They're putting it in everything. So guys, get some seeds. Plant you something to eat. I mean, even if you never planted a seed in your life, just plant it. It's going to grow. If you plant it, it will grow. no matter what it is. My mom could grow grass. She could walk out in the yard, come back in the house. That next day, we had to cut grass because I don't even want. Mom, don't go outside no more. 'Cause she had plants everywhere. None of her plants ever died. I guess I got that from her. But y'all guys, please grow you something. Stock up on the stuff that you like, especially stuff like your cleaning supplies, like Clorox and Pine Sol. And because Clorox, you can actually put a couple of drops in a gallon of water and you can drink it. I think it's a process you have to go through. You have to Google it on YouTube. Um, let's see. Fruits and vegetables. This is a season that the plum, peach, pear trees are not doing anything. But get you some fruit and dehydrate it. Put it in jars. Like I said, put it in jars, bags, whatever you can put it in. Put some oxygen absorbers in there. You could get oxygen absorbers by the bulk at Amazon.com. And just put them in there and put you like two oxygen absorbers in there. And they come all type. They come like 100 cc's, 200, 400, 500, 2,000 cc oxygen absorbers. Whatever you need to just put in there so it'll just suck the rest of the air out. And the air be out because if you use the mason jars, see here, all the air and everything inside of this. So when you put them in there and put the top on there, you just set it in somewhere and forget it, put it under the cabinet or whatever, and you go back and check, and then it's the little poppy thing will be down, so all of the air is out. I got to put these up. I don't walk past them for about a couple of days, and I haven't moved them yet, so I'm gonna move them today. I promise, on my honor. But I just been busy. I be trying to jump in one thing and jump out of another. We had that water leak, and they had to take the side of the wall off at the bottom by the refrigerator. So my brother and my baby son put that back up once it had dried in there after the plumber had, destroyed the wall. And so now the only thing left to do is to sand it and paint it. So I went and got the sandpaper. I've been sanding it. I've been sanding it down, to make it smooth so I can go ahead on and paint it. I already went and got the paint, just a little touch-up can. Went and got that. So I started working on that. Then I ended up in the middle of something else. So, and the hydroponics, you see my face? Oh my God. It is laying in my backyard. I thought it would fall to pieces, but I had it in the house and finally put it together right, and it was running, water running through like it was supposed to, but it leaked. When I say leak, every pipe that connected leaked. So I put PVC piping cement on it that held it together, but it still had leaks. So it's in the backyard. It'll be at the front of the yard the first Monday of next month so they can take it away. I don't want another one. But I am growing plants in water, and they're doing good. They're about this high. They're kind of leggy. They got their roots up under the little sponge and stuff. I'm growing them in sponges, but they're doing good. But hydroponics, it ain't for everybody. Unless they sold me one that was used and didn't tell me that it was used. So, but I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. They're gonna go in the dirt, and either way it goes, I'm gonna eat. But hydroponics, I might try it later on. But right now, I might try it later on next summer. That way I can leave it outside on the patio. And if it leaks on the patio, who cares? That's concrete. But it's not going to leak on my tile in the kitchen. So scratch that. But everything else, guys, y'all make sure y'all out there going to get you some seed. Get some seed. Put something in the ground. Whatever you like to eat, put it in the ground. If it's coming out of the ground, you know it's nutritious for you. It's good for you. Uh, because when you read the back of some of these packages that are in stores and stuff, some of the words have like 15, 20 letters. And the only way you can pronounce it is to go Google it so it can break it down, put the dashes where they go, and then tell you what it does. So I didn't know they put sawdust in cheese in order to get it to shred. I didn't know that. So there goes the cheese for me. But either way it goes, I still got two more things I got to do outside. But because of the rain and the wind and all of that, I'm going to have to wait because I got to clean out those. I got to clean out the raised beds. And then I'm going to, for the first time this year, I'm going to overwinter my pepper plants. My bell pepper, my cayenne, my jalapeno, my sweet pepper. I'm going to overwinter those. So I've been reading up on it. And I'm probably going to wait till the beginning of October to go outside and get them because they're still producing. They look like trees. I got some bell peppers off that were about that big. Uh, so I'm gonna let them continue to produce, but I'm gonna overwinter them. And then next year, if they survive my overwintering, they'll produce more and they'll be even bigger next year than they were this year. So I won't have to start back over you know, with the seedlings and putting them outside. I'm just going to use the peppers that I have. But either way it goes, guys, make sure you go in and get stocked up. Buy dried beans. Get rice if you like rice. White rice lasts longer than brown rice because it has the oils in it. Uh, get your flour and your meal. Make sure when you buy flour and meal, you set it in your freezer for 3 days in order to kill the weevils in it. The same with rice. Put it in there too. I even put my beans in there. My beans in the bag. I put them in there as well. Uh, but if I buy them in bulk, I just put them in a 5-gallon bucket. I put like a third of the way, and then I put down bay leaves, and then put another third and put down bay leaves, and then fill it up and put bay leaves at the top. That keeps rodents out of your food. What else? What else? Guys, if you buy fruit, if you buy it in bulk, you can always cut it up and cook it and put it in canning jars, and you can can it, hot water bath can it. The only difference between your hot water bath and pressure canning is hot water bath, the water has to come up over the top of the jar. Had to come up over the top of a jar about this high, like an inch above the inch above it, and it has to be at a rolling boil, a boil that you can't it won't stop boiling once you take the lid off. But it's got to come to a rolling boil, and then you set your timer. Because like for apples, it's 20. I did them for 20. I think my applesauce I did it for 20. But because it's acidic, anything that's acidic, tomatoes, all of that, they can be water bath, hot water bath. But if it's stuff like meat, beans, potatoes, greens, stuff like that, squash, zucchini, stuff like that, it has to go in a pressure canner. Now, I'm not Amish. I don't wish I was, but I wish I knew some of the knowledge that the Amish do because they have water bath meat and everything for ages. We're the ones following the guidelines of the, USDA. But I'm gonna jump off into that as well, because you can hot water bath your meat, but you have to hot water bath it for 3 consecutive hours, and the water has to stay over the top of it, and it has to stay at a rolling boil for 3 hours. So I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna eat some of it. And if it didn't do right, then guess what? You won't see me anymore. But I'm gonna try it once. If it works, then I'm gonna try to do it both ways. But either way it goes, guys, get yourself stocked up, get yourselves protected. Make sure you got something for heating. Make sure you got like a generator or something that will, help with the get you some lighting in the house, and make sure you got cover, blankets. I mean, whatever. Make sure you got some well insulated socks. I mean, go buy some wool ones. You know what I'm saying? Go buy some so you can put them on your feet, just in case, utilities go out. And yeah, canning meat is easy. It is. I enjoy it. And it tastes to me better than the canned meat that's in the cans that you buy. But either way, go stock up on it. You need tuna, you need salmon, with those omegas, those fatty omegas, and all that in fish and salmon and stuff. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get your spices, unless you can go online and you they have recipes on there that will teach you how to make different spices. So I do my own beef stew spice, taco seasoning spice. Um, what else? I don't know what all I got in the cabinet down there, but I just be curious. And if they show you how to do it, then I just go ahead on and do it. I write the recipe down and keep it. So I got 2 books I've started recipes in that I've gotten off of YouTube. But either way it goes, guys, make sure you got a way to protect yourself. Make sure you know, reinforce your doors, windows, and that these days everybody got about 100 windows in the house. Why have I know then, like I know now, my windows would be this big. That would be the size of them. But they got windows now. You got to do them, but break it out and step in. So, but reinforce your windows, whatever. I don't even know if they're breakable or not. But if so, get some wood. Get some wood measured and put it over the windows, and just leave it like that. Put a little cut hole in there, because you never know when you might want to shoot a bow and arrow or something out of it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, go get yourself prepared. Get yourself situated. Burglar bars for years. Hmm. Hey, that's interesting. I've never had burglar bars. I might have to look into it. But guys, that's it. I just want to get on here and let you know, guys, they have their vegetable plants out. Get the herbs too. Whatever herbs they got out there, start your own herb garden. They Some of them come back every year. I don't know if all of them, because if it looked like it was dead to me, I would pull it and throw it away. But get your herbs. They got I haven't seen lemon balm yet. I've been looking for that one. But I know they had the oregano, they had the thyme, they had the what was that? Rosemary, mint, peppermint, else. Whatever spices they got out there in those little bitty cups, get them, take them home, uh, start your own herb garden, because those herbs, each one of them does different things for the body. So get them, read up on them, know what your herbs do. Uh, and if you don't have to remember, just write it in a book, just like I did. I got mine wrote in a book, so you'll know. And everybody's getting away from medicines and stuff. So, but the herbs do the same thing as the medicine. only the herbs, and a whole lot of times don't get rid of one thing and then cause you to get two or three different things. Just like my doctor was telling me the other day, he told me they got you on ibuprofen 3 times a day. I told him, yeah. And he told me, well, over time taking that that'll cause kidney problem. And I was telling him that's why I don't take it. You think I might look stupid, but you think I'm gonna be swallowing 3 ibuprofen a day, and all that stuff has to filter through your liver? We got one liver. Yes, it will rejuvenate itself, but I'm not destroying my liver with no pills when they got so much herbal stuff out here that helps the same thing without problems. So, guys, watch yourself out there. Be safe. Watch where you go. Make sure you pray. Pray fervently before you leave the house. Consult God. But there may be something going on that God don't want you out there. Me and my sister, we had went out yesterday, and oh my God, we were sitting in. We literally saw a road rage. I'm going, what the heck? What the world? Oh my God. I don't know what happened, but there was this van. He was driving, and I don't know if he swooped up in the front of this car and cut her off, but either way it go, she got on his bumper. She was riding. He was trying to shake her. He was swinging and swerving all across the road. He almost hit this bigger truck, but he got around, and then the truck had to stop because she had done went right over, and then he's speeding up the road and tried to turn off to go back around to get away from. She was on him. She was on. I said, oh my God, oh my God. And my sister goes, should we call the police? I said, I don't know. We didn't hang around because road rage, they will shoot you, and I don't have time to be catching a bullet. So we went on. Hopefully he got away from her, but not for what we saw. Oh my God, she was like this. She did everything but ram him because I guess she wanted to stop him so she could cuss him out or shoot him or whatever. But it was intense. Now we kept on going. We looked until we couldn't see him anymore. And we went on because anybody got no time for this. It's just crazy. Watch how you drive. That's why I stay in the slow lane. We got 2 lanes going up the highway, 2 lanes coming down. You either gonna drive the speed limit in that slow lane where I am, or you gonna get in the passing lane and pass me because they both the speed limit is 55 or whatever it is in both lanes. But people take that inside lane, that's the fast lane, which is stupid. So, but I stay in the outside lane. If you need to go faster than 55, buddy, get over there in that other lane because I'm not going any faster. The store is not going to leave. See what I'm saying? Wherever I have to go, unless there was a major earthquake and the earthquake swallowed up the place of my appointed destination, then I'm not going any faster. But people act like they in just such a hurry. That's what's wrong with the world. Everybody in a hurry. You ain't got time to pray, but you got time to get out there and speed on them highways and mess up somebody else's day. But guys, like I said, y'all pray before you get out there. Consult God, because some days God may be out there working and He don't want you out there. And if you go out, you make sure you pray, you cover yourself with the blood, your children with the blood. Make sure that you keep the mind of Jesus Christ, because some people that you encounter, either they don't know Jesus or they having a bad day and they will cuss you out. So just make sure and keep your head on a swivel, because here a while back, they were, instead of people robbing people to take their money, they were waiting on them to come out of the grocery stores with baskets full of food, and they were robbing them, taking their food. Can you imagine somebody taking your food, and you just went in there and probably spent the budget that you had for groceries, because the rest of your money went to bills, and now you ain't got nothing to eat because they done robbed you and took your food? There was one lady, they followed her to her house. Watch when you leave the supermarket or wherever. If there's somebody that, if they've made 3 turns with me, then I don't go home. I try to drive to the nearest police hub and pull in the parking lot. But watch to make sure people are not turning the same when you turn, because people, they'll do that. They robbed this lady. She had just come from the grocery store, and they pulled up, and she didn't even get to take her groceries out of the car to take them in the house. They pulled up, held her at gunpoint, and got her groceries. So you got to watch. We got to watch now because people are doing the unimaginable. I mean, they probably will be trotting over in your yard, probably picking your vegetables. But you can come in my yard if you want to. Luna don't play. She's one of those dogs that's got the one bite rule. And she done already had her one bite. So if she bites anybody else, they're gonna put her down. So, and she's in the yard enough to where you come over the fence if you want to. You better be faster than Luna, because last time I checked, she could run. But watch yourselves out there, guys. Be careful. Get you some fruit trees. Get you whatever kind of fruit tree that you like. Get it. And make sure you read up, because like I had to buy 2 plum trees because they co-pollinate with each other. And my blueberry bushes, they co-pollinate, so you have to have 2. Apple trees, they co-pollinate, they have to have 2. But peach, pear, uh, I think the rest, the orange, the grapefruit, the lemon, the lime, they don't. They self pollinate. Um, just like tomatoes, they self pollinate. But look into that and put you down some fruit trees. Make sure you get the older ones, because once you put them in the ground, they'll give them like 2-3 years to start producing. I don't remember how many years it took for my apple trees, but they started producing. The plum trees probably gonna produce next year, and if they do, I'm gonna make some plum jelly. My Asian pear, she produced this year. Well, last year she produced five Asian pears. This year she produced like 25. So next year she's gonna produce. But the peach tree, I don't know. I'm gonna give her one more year. And if she doesn't do anything next year, or if she bloom out of season, I'm gonna have to do it like Jesus did that fig tree. She had some beautiful leaves on it, and she's been having really beautiful leaves, looking like she's full of fruit, but there's nothing there but leaf. I'm gonna do it like Jesus did the fig tree. And I got a handsaw, and we're gonna take her down all the way. And then I'll put something else in her place. But guys, get the stuff that you need. Get everything that you need. Make sure you got soap to wash your body. And if you're one of those that make your own soap, do that. And then if you don't want to be buying candles, you can get a candle kit, make your own candles. They got everything out here that you need. And candles are so easy to make. Trust me, I know. I made my beeswax. I'm getting ready to make some lavender and some vanilla flavoring, some vanilla fragrance candles, and a couple of others, because I got eucalyptus essential oil, orange essential oil, cinnamon essential oil, and I'm going to make my own candles this year. I bought enough. So I figured we're going to cut the middleman out. We're going to go straight to the source, and we're going to make our own candles this year. But you can do it all. You can do it all. You can make anything that you need as far as, buying cake mix and stuff. You don't even have to. If you got some self-rising flour, you got some eggs, you got some oil, you got some water, you can mix up your own cake. You can make your own brownies. You can make your own cookie. Trust me, I've been doing it for years, and my children ain't dead yet. They 35, 30. how old is why am I 63? Okay, my oldest is 43. He's still living. There's a 35-year-old and there's a 33-year-old. They ain't dead. They ate homemade cookies all of their lives. And they taste just like, I don't want to pat my own back, but I will, but they taste just like the ones in the store. But guys, I'm gonna go downstairs and test my soup to see how it tastes. And I might come back on and let y'all see the pot later on, or I might come on in a couple of days and let y'all see it. But it's smelling pretty good downstairs. So, guys, get everything you need. Go to Rural King, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, and see, and Tractor Supply, and see if they got the vegetables that you need. If they don't have what you need, all of them, get what they got that you need, and then get some that they have that you don't like to eat, plant it and eat it anyway, because you're going to need it. Okay? So, guys, y'all be blessed. We'll jump downstairs and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed evening. And guys, stay safe because the winds are high. The Hurricane Francine wasn't playing when she came through. So, guys, just watch yourself and be safe.